Well, I had grown up in a very strict Catholic family. We just didn't talk about much of anything that was a problem. Um, my reaction was angry because I'd like to know. Obviously, depression is hereditary, and I felt like I didn't have the tools to deal with it, and that might have helped me understand why I went through what I did. And I did learn prior, once my children were born, about it, so I felt like at least I had a heads up to be aware with them. But I think I felt angry that back when I was in high school, I had to not tell my friends. I wasn't allowed to tell anybody. It was just very swept under the rug, and let's not look back. I think having someone to talk to is so important, feeling like you can turn to, if not your mom or dad, at least somebody at school, a friend, tell somebody you need some help, or you're having these thoughts, somebody who can then refer you to someone to talk to. And understanding that it's not something to be embarrassed about or hidden, and that it's real. It's real, it's painful, it hurts, and that you're not alone. After my first attempt, I was having my family all show up at the hospital, having just realizing how much I was loved. There was definitely some dark periods, and I think just trying to remember that there was options, that it wasn't the end, that tomorrow's going to be different, not to give up. And then once I had children, it was so, I don't know, things changed. I actually go out on my own and get help, seek a counselor, and got on antidepressants, so that helped a lot. The group meetings, to be in a place with a bunch of people who all went through the same thing was really good and supportive. I didn't know them, and so sharing my story and hearing their stories, I came out of there more depressed than when I went in. Just hearing all the heartache and the stories. And in the meeting, they even say, if the first time doesn't work out, try again. So I took a break, and when I went back, what I realized is once you start knowing these people, it becomes your family. It's a second family. It's just that first time, I think the emotion was so raw for me that to hear other people's stories just added another layer of emotion. It was just hard right away. Once a month I can go and talk with people who get it, whereas everyday life there's nobody really that you can talk to like you do with this group. Encourage people to talk when you see they're having a hard time. Encourage people to not be afraid of judgment, and empathize that they may be going through something you have no idea what it's like, because suicide's permanent, and once they're gone, they're gone. And you can go through a million what ifs, doesn't change the fact that they're gone. And preventing that, if there's any way to prevent that, by getting people to open up and not be afraid to say they're hurting, or maybe I think I have depression, not be afraid and not be of being judged. I think that's what I'd say.